Yeah. Okay, what was I doing last? We just finally heading up to the mountain. We got everything else cleared up. I can't progress through here. I think I'm missing a key or something. Okay, so I think actually what it is, I need to get rid of him. And then we're good. Or her. I don't know, it could be a her. So, index card with the devs. Another one to write down stuff so that way I can quit forgetting some of that. Oh, wait a minute. Is this broken? Nope. All this running. I love whatever time this is in. This is beautiful. I love a little bit of the fog. You can kind of feel the nice cool breeze, a little bit of the dew in the air, if you will, the plants and all that. That's nice. Alright, just have an issue. Oh yeah, that's right, I actually did come up here. And then I fought those weird things and all that. Oh yeah. Whatever. It won't let me. Well, now it will, but that's all way over there. There's no reason to worry about that. Sweet. No, can't use that. I remember this guy right here actually hurt. We're just going to try to ignore him. Didn't even notice. Just that good. So I went that way last. Which honestly I should have, because they just like teleported you through here. Oh wow, you are pretty tough. Nothing, and let me guess, I can't use my thing. Great. Still no. Alright. That's so crazy. See a little bit of the roots coming out over there. Off on a random note, I could have been talking about this the whole time, but Lords of the Fallen has been getting multiple updates. From wherever time I go in to check my games app, it's like it's got a lot of updates lately, and it's even got a really big one, not just like a gig. It was like, I want to say I remember it being like 30 something gigs. It was a big update. Maybe it'll fix the frame issues or whatever it is. That's that skippy stuff. The last part, what was that? Was that 89? No, that was 88. It's like that. It's like I know that was something to do with my stamina disappearing when I was fighting the ball baron or whatever. Or sometimes that's what it is throughout the playthrough, is me whoop, running out of stamina. But there is, just in that little fight though, which I don't think you can tell in the recording, I was having issues with the frame. I can't stand when the screen does that weird little whatever it is. That's just so obnoxious to me. But overall though, Elden Ring is, I really don't want to say this, but it's perfect. And I mean, it is perfect. Elden Ring is perfect. I think out of all the fights, like when I was fighting him, that's like what? It does a weird frame issue thing. What would the ratio be? 5 out of 1,000, if that. Like I almost never ever have any issues or had any issues with this game. When I first downloaded it, played it, whatever, back on the Xbox One S, not the series, when I played on the old Xbox One console, yeah, it was having a little bit of some issues, but that was like, you know, game basically, it was within the first month of it, you know, it was day one and all that, so of course it's going to have its issues. Then they're talking about this, and I'm actually supposed to go down and not up. Whoops. But yeah, for pretty much From Software, they know what they're doing with their games. Lords of the Fallen, I'm hoping that game will get fixed, because it's got so much neat stuff in it, and I really love the dark like art of it and all that. The story of it is very weird, and I like how they done their heroes and such, and all the bloody, like, just, I don't even know what you would call that, like, I want to say more of a sinful design, like dark and stuff like that, necromancy type stuff, where, like, you know, the Bible says not even mess with that type of stuff, the card reading and all that. It kind of goes in that area, which I love, that dark like aspect of it, and where Elden Ring has more of a pure design of it. It's got more of a light than it does a dark, which I love Elden Ring for its own looks and stuff. It does that too. Well, we are in the snow now. Which the ones with the cross things on the back, I don't know if that's a constant design. What I mean by that is like people have used that in other TV shows, animes, or whatever from like older time stuff. But which From Software game is it that I'm thinking of? Oh, which one is it? You got the swamp. Trying to think of it. You have the weird witch lady that goes in the ground and pops up. The weird little village. Is that Dark Souls 3 that I'm thinking of? It might be Dark Souls 3. I'm not 100% sure. Hang on. I'm gonna have to go back and check on that recording and make sure I didn't pick up. And sinuses are draining, so my throat's a little which you probably can hear it. It wants to go away, but it's like, really, I want to record. I don't want to. It's like, come on now. Don't fight with me too hard. Yeah, but I think it was Dark Souls 3. Whenever you end up fighting the same, like, enemies that have the weird things on their backs. Which, I don't know. Lords of Fallen could have done that first. I don't know when their original game came out. I know their Lords of the Fallen, the one that everybody sees, the 2022 version, that's not the original. That's like your remake or whatever it wants to be called. Which is amazing. From what I see of it, it's amazing. And the original is not that bad. You know, that's if you like that old-timey, like, you like the old original Resident Evil games. It's kind of like that, like the 90s, early 2000 art. It's kind of blocky and all that stuff, which I love that. You know, you gotta respect where the games came from. Ooh. Oh, you just came out of nowhere. Why did you have to come out of nowhere like that? Quit running, you scaredy cat. There we go. That actually did scare me a little bit. We're just sitting there talking about and having a good time, and that dude just comes out of nowhere. I couldn't see him through any of this. Is that a tumbleweed? You tumbleweed, you weep. Weep. Bye. Oh, no, tumbleweed's gonna stay there. That's fine. Oh, what was that? Is that a... Oh, that's cool too. Oh, that's just a little... what's it called? Moss or whatever. A good thing I have this map. Otherwise, I would not know where to go. I cannot believe it. They actually had a night cavalry just right here. This is uncomfortable. Oh, this is really uncomfortable. No, I'm gonna fall off the map. Ooh, yep. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. I want out. I'm done. I'm over with. I'm already sick of it. Take me home. Hey. Really? Man, they really poisoned that up real quick. Come get it. Man, y'all are so smart. Literally, these things are so smart. Oh, really? I was about to say, I'm waiting for the doink off the rock and then the death. I had to add that, though, just to make it extra scary. Okay, whoops. That's not what I need. This. Did I miss something? Why does that poison seem like it's actually hurting a little bit more? That just seemed like it was draining my health a little faster than usual. Yeah, it might be something about the farther you go up, the whatever it is. And these enemies are still pathetically weak compared to Caled. Everything in this game is so pathetically weak compared to Caled. Like that ball-bearing hunter is still the second strongest thing I've ever fought in this game. First to be this thing here. This thing. This thing is awful. The worst thing ever. Second is this thing. Well, I'll tell you about it. Third is this thing. The ball-bearing hunter. That one's... Well, the more I think about it, I think he's actually number 1 instead of number 2. And this one right here would be number 2. Nothing else in the game. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this thing up here. This gross thing. That thing's pretty disgusting, too. So there's your top 4 for me. It's the weird tree sentinel, or whatever he's called in this thing. The ball-bearing hunter. And the ringleader. Well, they're fighting for first and second place. That thing over here, though, it's like number 4. And this one right here. I don't know. You know what? I think the ringleader, the ball-bearing hunter, and the falling star bull centipede cat thing, or whatever it's supposed to be, I think them 3 are fighting for first, second, and third place. I can't actually decipher which one of the 3 is worse. But the thing, the War Catacombs, is definitely number 4. It's not anywhere near as bad as those 3 things in this whole entire game. That is the worst thing I've ever played against. Ow. Man, okay, we're kind of getting a little far. Wait, what? Kind of getting a little far somewhere, and I still haven't seen a side of grace for what I've had to fight so far. Ugh, quit itching. Run, run, run. Thank you. Nothing. Actually, it did creep me out for a second there. When I saw that bush turn solid black like that, I thought it was like a soot starting to come out of the ground, and there was going to be an enemy, and it was just going to knock me off the ledge, and that was it. Whoa. Let's get rid of this guy real quick. Whoa. Oh, we can go in his mouth. Let's go in his mouth. Can I get in? Can I get in, please? Please? I want to check out your dental work. Call me Doc Holiday. I mean, he had some pretty alright teeth. Even had the whole top row. Or most of it. What was this giant thing? That'd be some kind of creature. Let's see. Oh, there we go. And he's taking a hop. Crouch. And poke. Thank you. And, I mean, these are giving me 1,000 XP, which I'm gonna have to double check. The ones in Caled. Oh man, this is creepy. I wonder which ones are giving me more though. What is that up there? Do y'all see that? We can't even use the golden seeds anymore. They're worthless. Oh, that's just a blue one rolling around. Nope, don't jump too far. Please, no jumping. No jumping. Well, there's a state of America. I'm glad there ain't no invisible enemies in the game. I really don't like invisible enemies, like the pinkies from Doom. Them things are terrible. Black Blade Kindred? Yo, buddy, you saw me from all the way over there? Ow! 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 Wow. You're very territorial. Oh my goodness. Come here, you're getting it now. Oh, this one. I knew that was gonna hurt. Let me get my beverage down my gullet. Oh, that was really hurt. Why did I know? Why did I know? State of America. I guess I'm gonna fight him and then he's gonna give me one of those thingy-mabobbies. Like, he just saw me from across the map. I never even saw him at all. Let me get my little buddy in here. Hey, look how far he is. You really want some of this? Well, come on, buddy. You ain't got me off guard now. You just had me all messed up in my balance there. Ow. Ooh, man, that really hurt his face. Ooh, nope. Come on, Noah. Oh, really? That hurts. Finally. Oh my goodness, he's stuck in his face. Oh. Come on, boy, make daddy proud. Yeah. Gargoyle's black blades. That's that two-handed thing. Yeah. That's that dexterity weapon. Which is pretty nice. Pretty nice. Which, you know, it's... I don't know. Like I said, I've never been the type to really like the whole spear and all that stuff. I love it when I see it in them, I guess that'd be samurai / ninja type movies. Those are really cool. And there's that one that's like really old samurai movie. What was it? He was a chief. No, he was what was he? A general. He was a general, and I think they said he actually had to get shot with the arrows for that movie part. And I don't, dude, that dude is fearless and dedicated to his role in his movies. I don't see how he was just like, yep, you can shoot me with the arrows. Like, that was just like, I don't know, there was something about that I was watching. It was like a 20-30 minute video. I sat down and watched the whole thing. I was like, wait a minute, what? And I think the movie was in like black and white, so it was like a really old movie. But if I ever find that, I need to actually, I want to actually find out what the movie actually is and watch it. Like that one movie I was sitting there talking about before, the movie that was made in like South Korea, the Swordsman or whatever his name was. Man, that was a good movie. This thing said it doesn't have any English in it, but you know what, you can read the subtitles, same thing. The words are there, at least. I was like, oh, okay, so this is what this means, this is what this is saying. And wow, that's terrible to read, that's sad, you know, things like that. Very good movie. It was one that I literally turned on and I watched that whole thing. It was so good, the story was. So sad, dude. But so good. And they didn't do cheesiness. Like, I hate whenever they go, and that's in any movie. I hate when they go, I don't know if you want to call it, too unrealistic, or, you know, like, I don't know, someone hits a broken piece of a bridge, flies up in the air, car lands or goes through the helicopter, and, you know, it lands back down, it's perfectly safe, they somehow flew out the window and so happened to grab some kind of bar hanging off a bill. Just something just so ridiculous that you're just like, no. When it does like that, that just ruins the whole movie for me. I can't stand the extra stuff like that. No, I don't like that. But that Swordsman movie I was watching, whatever it was called, man, that was a good movie. He was in fights, he was getting cut in all the fights. It was such, he actually had realistic, like, movement into it. You know, he was proving that he was better, but they didn't make him invincible, which is what made the movie so good. He was actually getting hurt in his fights, and he proved that, like I said, he was outnumbered, so there was no way he was not going to just, you know, get through it unscathed. But he just showed that he was tougher and all. He could take the blade and he could keep going, and it did, and it showed him more throughout the movie, though. You know, it showed him that it was scarring him more and more and more, but he was dedicated to what he promised his king, his lord. It was, oh my goodness, if I could ever find that movie. That was such a good movie. It's, oh man, I'm about to start crying right now thinking about it. That was such a good movie. That was so sad and such a good movie. I can't quit saying that. It's such a good movie. If I ever find me a lady, that's one thing. She's gonna be like, wait a minute, we're watching what? And I'm gonna be like, we're watching this. It's in South Korean. Just throw that out there too. She's gonna be like, oh my god. Be like, nope, you got just deal with it. It's a great movie. I'm telling you, you'll love it. And I hate TVs and movies. I hate all that stuff. So just to see that one, the way that one grabbed a hold of me, oh my god, it was so good, y'all. It was such a good movie.
You, please, I can read them. Your fingers, please, your fingers. Turn back. Ahead lies the land of the giant's flame, and the way forth is forbidden. Hear me. The burning of the Erd tree is the first cardinal sin. Doing so will unbind destined death and slay the world itself. Who would dare put you up to such a task? Most certainly not the fingers.
She is not too happy in that one. Nope. And the movie is called The Swordsman. Let's see, double check. The Swordsman apparently came out in 2020. Man, it's such a good movie. It's so sad. It's, oh man, the world needs to make more movies like that. There was another one that I was watching, along with like Unleashed. That was another really good sad movie. Yeah, as you can tell, I like the movies with the sad, but a lot of action and guts and horror and stuff that just like it kind of like scars you a little bit from watching it. Them are the movies I love. It's the only way I can enjoy them. If it doesn't scar you a little bit, then it's no good. And I'm not talking about when they do extra gross stuff like there was this one movie where it was a cat, right? And this was like old Tommy movies, and this is what my grandma was watching one time. I came up to the house just to be like, hey grandma, how you doing? Checking in on you. Because, she's got pneumonia and all that stuff at this time. And, y'all, the cat, it was like some evil dude or whatever. And this cat, which we'll just call it the cat of faith or whatever it is, it's a good cat. It actually is a good cat. But this cat hated this old man who was in this wheelchair, and it literally jumped in its mouth and crawled down his throat and just basically like hoarded itself inside of his intestine and the old man's intestines. It was like just ripping him apart. It was disgusting. I was like, Grandma, this is scarring. This is just, I'm out of here. When it's stuff like that, I'm good. I don't want to watch that. I am good. That's just, no, I'm not even going to look at what that movie is. I don't even want to know what that movie is. That was just like, that was terrible to watch. It just crawled in through the man's mouth, down into his stomach, and just hibernated in his guts. I was like, this is just... But my grandmother likes that Stephen King type stuff. She's like read all the books and stuff. She loves that dark, gross stuff that makes your skin crawl. I can't believe, but yeah, she actually has like read all the books, and she says all the books actually are better than the movies. But I can't remember which ones though. But there is actually a few that she actually said they actually did better than the book. But it's like very, very few. It's not a lot, so. But I probably already told the story too. It's like I remember the movie Mountaintops of the Giants. Freak the Mighty is what I think it was called. It was about a kid who gets bullied, and he's like really tall, and he's not like the smartest. person to be or whatever, because he's like been held back a couple of times in this grade and all that. And he meets this disabled kid, and now the disabled kid's not like you know, mentally slow or anything like that. He's really smart. He's really smart. But he does not have the ability to use his legs. Like, there was something wrong with his spine, if that's what it was about. And anyway, so he had to stay in a wheelchair, or had to use like leg walkers or whatever they're called, crutches or something like that. I think that's what they're called. Anyway, lo and behold, the big kid there, he catches a group of mean, just gross. That's all I'm gonna just call them people, because I don't like people who do that, especially towards kids that are like in that kid's situation where he's in a wheelchair, and it's like, dude, he's just leave him alone. But no, these gross kids wanted to make fun of the kid that was in the wheelchair, right? So Freak there ended up actually standing up for him one day, and it was like vice versa. The kid ended up standing up for Freak. So we just call the big guy that's 6 foot, that's being held back, Freak, and we'll call the little guy that's smart, that's in the wheelchair and uses the crutches, we'll call him Mighty. So Freak stood up for Mighty. Mighty has stood up for Freak before. And they end up becoming best friends through all this. And and I ain't gonna spoil or talk about anything of it, so because I really want y'all to actually watch that movie or actually read the book. Please read the book. The book, oh my god, the book was so good. My teacher, and she did this on purpose. She would read so much of the book through us to that day, and then it was like the same day or the next day she would play some of the movie. And then this wasn't until, like, you know, she got like really close to the end of the book to start like playing a movie. And y'all, the book was so much better. It had so much more emotions and like detail, like more of a imagination. You had a way better imagination and perspective of the book than you actually did watching the movie. And it, like I said, it had like so much more detail into it. And I'm gonna say this one little scene here, but I ain't gonna get the full detail of it. So there was one part where it talked about a Freak punching a hole in a window in the book, and it was like a more emotional like part of it or whatever in the book. But in the movie, that part of it, he didn't do that. He did something different in that emotional part or whatever. So it kind of was like it lacked as much emotion actually in the movie than it did the book. The book is just like I said, there was so much more emotion. It was so much better. But you hear people say the same thing about like the Harry Potters. Harry Potter is great from the movies, but I hear a lot of people say that the books are way better.
Finally, we meet the Tarnished, who would be Lord. Oh my. Why the long face? I fear that you were previously acquainted with this vessel. Well, that is most unfortunate. For he is dead. As for his flesh, he gave it to me. Shabriri, I hope you can make your peace with that. You are about to sacrifice something precious, the life of a fair maiden, that you would toss into the fiery forge, only so that you may be Lord. What a horrible thing to ponder. Your ascendancy requires her sacrifice, whether she wishes it or not. But how would the Lord, crowned so, be looked upon?
Okay, he said he is dead. I don't know who he is talking about. And then also on top of that, he just said Shabriri. And the Shabriri makes me think of the blind maiden that we've been given the grapes to, and then the finger thing too.
Chosen Tarnished and would-be Lord, dare to tread the path of true rigor. Spare the poor girl, and singe your own flesh in her stead. If you are prepared to show resolve and attain lordship through righteous hardship, then heed the words of I. Shabriri. Chosen, tarnished, and would-be descend into the depths far below the Erdtree capital. Seek audience with the three fingers and the flame of frenzy. If you inherit the flame of frenzy, your flesh will serve as kindling, and the girl can be spared, setting you on the righteous path of lordship, the path of the Lord of Chaos. Burn the Erdtree to the ground and incinerate all that divides and distinguishes. Ah, may Chaos take the world. May Chaos take the world!
I don't know about that one, homie.
Chosen, tarnished, descend and seek audience.
I don't know about that one, y'all. I don't think I'm gonna let the fingers just, you know, cause what is that? What is the pretty lady that we're running around with? Melina. All right, you know she's beautiful, whatever. But you know, Lord Ronnie's, she's got them extra, you know, them extra blue eyes that I'm really fond of. So, hang on. And Melina already kind of hit me where it hurt a little bit with her whole I got what I wanted, so bye thing over there. That kind of reminded me of my ex. So now we're going to kind of throw Melina up in the fire there. She can be the one that starts the kindling. She ain't throwing me in no fire. She already burned me enough, you feel me? So no. She going in the fire, not us. Ain't gonna do me like that. No. We ain't letting that happen again. Nah, you go in the fire this time. No. You know how that old saying goes, fool me once, shame on me. Well, wait, how did that go again? Oh man, wait, we're at 42 minutes anyway. Woo! Why am I running around with this many things? Man, these birds are beautiful. Listen to that noise. Behold here. Man, that's beautiful. Look, y'all, we can actually see above. The clouds were so high. Oh, we are higher now. I thought we wasn't going to be higher than that. We are higher now. Oh, my goodness. We got to go up there. Hey. Whoops, wrong button. Yo, y'all, she's pointing up. What's she pointing up for? Wait a minute, that kind of looks like the dude that we just fought. What's his name? The Lord of Blood or whatever. Didn't we just we literally just fought him? Alright, let me go over here and spin these souls real quick. What's it say? Silver slither of meat. Silver meat? I don't know. Slither. I think it's slither. I didn't remember how to spell silver. Oh my goodness. Oh, we can talk to her. So let's talk to her real quick.
There is something I'd like to say. My purpose was given to me by my mother, but now I act of my own volition. I have set my heart upon the world that I would have. regardless of my mother's designs. I won't allow anyone to speak ill of that, not even you.
Are we sure about that?
Shall I turn your runes to strength? Let my hand rest upon you.
Alright, y'all, see, this is how this goes. Fool me once, shame on you.
Your ambitions.
Fooled me twice, shame on me.
You would follow.
Fooled me 3 times. Yep. Then that's just a world of chaos. We'll just say the 3rd time. You never let somebody have a 3rd time. You technically should never let them have a 2nd time. Does not matter. You should never let somebody have 2 tries to get one on you again. It's like, you already messed me up the 1st time. Why am I going to let you mess me up the 2nd time? I learned my mistake about 10 years ago. Yeah, if someone tricks you once, it's their fault. But if they trick you again, it's your fault for allowing it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Telling y'all, learn. Learn from the 1st time. Don't get burned by the fire again. How much do we need up in here? 5,000, really? 5,000. Do I not have a 5,000? What? Yeah. Yeah, we'll just use this. I think that's enough. Yep, just barely. Barely 200 more. Let's yank up our strength more, because like I said, this and the vigor, this is going to be our main thing from this point on, is these have to hit 60 before the end of the game, because I'm already starting to get smacked around pretty hard for not investing in vigor like I should have. Oh, that is completely my fault. But y'all have a great day though. Be careful. Peace out. Meow.